Hi viewers, my name is Charigamba Joel and I'm going to take you into a couple of things including to start with threats against contemporary information systems. Here we have malware. This is also known as malicious software such as viruses, worms that can corrupt, steal information or disrupt system operation. We have phishing, a technique used to trick users into revealing sensitive information by masquerading as a trustworthy entity in an electronic communication. Denial of service attacks that overwhelm a system or network with the traffic, rendering it unavailable to legitimate users. We have insider threats, threats that come from within an organization, whether intentional or accidental. Then we have social engineering, psychological manipulation of individuals into divulging confidential information, bypassing security measures without technical hacking. We have different differences among viruses, worms, and Trojan horse. A virus is a program that can copy itself in and infect a computer without permission or knowledge of the user. A worm is a self-replicating malware which uses a computer network and sends copies of itself to other computers on the network, and it may do so without the intervention of the user. We have a Trojan horse. A Trojan horse is a software that appears to perform a desirable function for the user before running or installing it, but does steal information or harms the system. Once a Trojan horse has been installed on a target computer system, a hacker may have access to the computer remotely and perform various operations. Then we have a question, define a hacker and explain how a hacker creates security problems and damage systems. A hacker is a person who breaks into a computer system. The following are some of the security problems that and damages and system damages hackers can create. First one is malware deployment. Hackers introduce malicious software such as viruses, worms, which can corrupt files, steal data, or damage the system. We have phishing attacks by tricking users into providing sensitive information like passwords. Social engineering, then hackers can manipulate individuals into divulging confidential information through psychological tactics. Then I'm ending with the computer crimes. A computer crime is an illegal act performed by knowledgeable computer users who steal, destroy, and corrupt data. And examples include creating malware, cracking, examples in which computers are used as instruments include fraud, cyber terrorism. I rest my case here and I welcome my next presenter. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, I'm the next presenter. By name, I'm called Waeno Emma. I'm going to take you through identity theft and phishing, whereby first and foremost, the identity theft refers to the act of stealing someone's information by the use of methods like phishing schemes, malware attacks, skimming devices, and others. Here, skimming devices, we mean these laptops, computers, and some phones. And phishing is fraudulent act whereby scammers contact you to gather personal information about you and use it to steal money, receive loan or services in your name, or to commit other crimes. Yeah. Here crimes can be like your murder, killing someone, and so on. So here the effects of identity theft causes more damages like emotional and psychological stress, in addition to financial loss, since the main aim is for financial gain, result into severe consequences for individuals and organizations. Yeah. Next is the security and the system reliability programs created by employees. Here are the sum of the security and the system reliability programs that can be created by employees. One is the weak passwords created by employees. Using weak passwords or reusing passwords across multiple accounts can make systems vulnerable to protect false attacks or credential stuffing. Yeah, another one is the unauthorized access. Employees accessing systems or data they are not authorized to can lead to data breaches and compromise system integrity. Another one is the negligence, accidental actions like deleting critical files by employees, misconfiguring systems, or falling for scams can disrupt operations and compromise system reliability. Another one is the outdated software. Here is the use of the software which is out of date. Employees failing to update software or system can leave vulnerabilities unpatched, making them susceptible to exploitation by attackers. And another one is the lack of training, yeah, by the trainees to employees. Sometimes employees unaware of cybersecurity best practices may inadvertently compromise security by clicking on malicious links, opening suspicious attachments, or sharing sensitive information. Another one is the data mishandling by the employees. Here, improper handling of sensitive data, such as sharing it insecure or storing it on unsecured devices, can lead to data leaks and compliance issues. And we have effects of software defects on system reliability and security. Software defects can affect system reliability and security in the following ways. Yeah, one system downtime. Software defects can cause system crashes, freezes, or malfunctions, leading to downtime that can disrupt operations and impact business continuity. Another one is the malware injection. Defective software may allow for the injection of malware or malicious code, which can compromise the system security and lead to further exploitation. Yeah, here we are having a question. They are saying how security and control provide values for business. Yeah, one is security values. See, data under security values we have data protection. This ensures that sensitive information such as financial records, employees' data, and customer details are secure from unauthorized access. Another one is physical security. This one protects physical assets such as office buildings, warehouses, and equipment from theft and damage. Yeah, another one is cyber security. This focuses on implementing safeguards to prevent cyber attack and malware and other online threats that could disrupt operations or compromises data. So may I welcome the next presenter to take you. Thanks.
Thank you very much. My name is called Lense Gloria, coming to take you from the part of the general controls. General controls are policies, procedures, and practices put in place to ensure the integrity, security, and efficiency of a system. The types of general controls are the access control, the physical security, the system development control, and we are now going to the application controls. The application control, we have defined it to be as the specific controls that embedded within the software application to ensure that the transaction and data are processed accurately and securely. The main categories application controls are the input control, the input control. This ensures that the data entered into the application is accurate, complete, and authorized. That is data validation. We are going to see the risk assessment. The functions of the risk assessments are to identify vulnerability and potential risk, to assess likelihood and impact of risk, to inform risk mitigation strategies. Conducting risk assessment for information systems are identify assets, threat identification, vulnerability analysis, risk evaluation, mitigation strategies. The security policy. A security policy is a comprehensive, formally documented set of guidelines and rules that outlines any organization security requirements, objective and procedures for protecting its information assets. The types of security policies are organizational security policy, the issue-specific security policy, the system-specific security policy, and we are going to see the key components of the security policy. One of them is the scope. This defines the policy, applicability, and coverage. The purpose. This sets the policy, objective, roles, and responsibility. The security controls, the compliance, the incident response, the acceptability. We are going to see the acceptable use policy, which we have abbreviated it to BAUP in brackets. An acceptable use policy is the document which contains the permitted and prohibited uses of any organization's information system resources, including the computers, network, and email and internet. The purpose of the acceptable use policy are to define responsible behavior, to protect organizations' assets and reputations. It ensures compliance with laws and regulations, to reduce users about the security and privacy. The key components of the acceptable use policies are each scope covers all the users, devices, and information system resources. Is permitted users. This helps to outline allowed activities like the work-related tasks, the prohibited use, the security measures that describe requirements for passwords, software updates, and malware protection. Monitoring and enforcement explains how policy violation will be detected and addressed. I'd like to stop here to welcome the next presenter.
Greetings members, my name is Robert. In this video, we are going to look at identity management. By definition, identity management refers to the process, policies, and technologies used to create, manage, and terminate digital identities for individuals, organizations, and devices. The key components of identity management has the following. We have identity creation. Here, users registration. Here, this one, user registration and profile creation. Authentication, verifying user identities, e.g. password and biometrics. Authorization, granting access to resource-based and roles and permissions. Identity verification, validating user identities, e.g. 2FA and MFA. Identity lifecycle management, managing identity changes like role changes and terminations. MIS, auditing security promotion. MIS means Management Information System. Management Information System auditing is a systematic examination of an organization's information systems, infrastructure, and practices to ensure security, integrity, and effectiveness. MIS auditing promotes security through identifying vulnerabilities and weaknesses, evaluating access controls, and authenticating mechanisms, assessing data encryption and protection methods. MIS auditing promotes control through the following ways. One is evaluating system change management process, assessing data integrity and backup procedures, reviewing system availability and disaster recovery plans, identifying segregation of duties and access control issues, ensuring compliance with organizational policies and procedures. We are going to look at authentication methods. By definition, authentication methods are techniques used to verify the identity of a user before granting access to resources or data. They ensure that only authorized individuals, entities can access a service or a system. The following are the three out of the various authentication methods. We have the password-based authentication. This is the most traditional and widely used method where users enter a unique combination of username and password to access system. Secondly, we have the biometric authentication. This method uses a unique biological characteristics of a user such as fingerprints, retina scans, voice recognition, and facial recognition. Biometric data is difficult to replicate, making this method highly secured, but it may raise privacy concerns and costly to implement. The last method is multi-factor authentication. This one combines two or more of the above methods, like combining password with fingerprint, a smart card to provide an enhanced security. I'm going, I'm going to summarize my presentation with the roles of firewalls. These act as barriers between trusted internal networks and untrusted external networks. They filter incoming and outgoing traffic based on set rules. Roles of intrusion detection system. It monitors system activities. And intrusion can operate in two methods, network-based and host-based. Here I'm going to stop my presentation. I will come the next presenter. Thanks. Hi everyone, my name is Abigo Hilary. I'm going to take you through the roles of antivirus and software encryption. Then it scans and removes malware. It is essential for endpoint security. Then encryption is the process of converting plain text into cipher using authority and the encryption key. How it protects data. We have data privacy, data integrity, and data confidentiality. Then the roles of encryption and digital certificates in public infrastructure. It secures data. It provides private keys. Then lastly, it acts as entity public key. We have the differences between fault-tolerant and high availability computing. Under fault-tolerant, no single point of failure, while the high availability computing ensures minimal downtime. Then reductant components like processors, power supplies are used under fault-tolerant, while under high availability computing, they are failover systems and clustering switches are used. Then for disaster recovery planning, it specifies steps for recovering system after disaster, while the business continuity planning ensures business continues during and after disruption. We have the security problems posed by cloud computing. One is data breach and unauthorized access. Second, loss of data, inside threats, lack of visibility and control by customers, compliance and legal risks. Lastly, we are going to look at measures for improving software quality and reliability, code reviews and peer programming, automated testing, the continuous integrity, etc. That's where I end my presentation. Thanks.